Freedom Not Fear was the theme of the Callshop Meeting, a remarkable campaign by the Working Group on Data Retention, Albertstraße Vorratsdatenspeicherung. A union of activists and members of several political organisations for young people invited passers-by to talk to EU representatives in Brussels about data retention last Thursday.
Bin ich richtig informiert, dass die
Konservativen oder die italienischen angeht? Ja, hallo?
Ja, guten Tag, Herr Erd.
Ja, wir möchten jetzt in Brüssel nochmal drauf
We want to call Brussels to point out that there are people who are concerned about this issue and tell them our arguments, and especially we want to support the MPs who are already against data retention with new ideas and acknowledge the work they are doing. Those in favour of data retention need to see that normal citizens are concerned with this topic and that they want to talk with them about what data retention is really about.
Denen auch nochmal aufzeigen, wie es denn wirklich ist mit der Datenspeicherung.
Of course, the activists contacted Brussels beforehand and told the affected parliamentarians about the campaign. Altogether, 17 telephone calls took place on Thursday. Among the representatives called was SPD MP Ismail Ertug.
Da gilt meines Erachtens ganz klar,
In my opinion, when we talk about data retention, one thing is mandatory. We need the management of data collected to be absolutely restrictive. For me, this means which data will be stored, for how long it will be stored, and who will have access to it.
Welche Daten überhaupt gespeichert werden sollen, wie lang sie gespeichert werden sollen, wer Zugriff auf diese Daten haben soll.
Some people are probably curious as to why data retention is criticised. If you have not done anything wrong, nothing will happen to you. The Arbeitskreis Vorratsdatenspeicherung has a different view on that. The risk of the data being misused is too high.
Das Problem daran ist,
The problem is that this data retention happens without reason. It is not only criminals' data which is stored. Every normal, respectable citizen is affected. And if those recordings fall into the wrong hands, they could very easily be abused. If someone knows where you were at a certain time, they could easily take advantage of this
sich jemand
fact.
normalerweise bewegt eine Uhrzeit.
Passers-by had the opportunity to participate. That was a great success. This way of communicating with the politicians was highly appreciated. This is a completely new way of campaigning. I've known about writing emails or letters to MPs, but that way you never find out what happens afterwards. For example, who actually read it. If you call, the other person has to speak with you, so it's just more human. You can talk as equals, not as politicians and subjects. In the future, Callshop meetings are planned all over Germany. Whether they will have an impact on political decisions remains to be seen.
Hello, you have reached the mailbox of